Danny McAwee. This is my son Ryan. Together we own and operate GRACIE Jiu Jitsu Athens. Going to talk about something just a little bit different today, the back mount with no hooks. Because we like to look at self-defense options, especially for application out on the street, and convey that to military and law enforcement, sometimes we look at things with just a little different approach. One of the things we're going to take a look at today is controlling and establishing back mount without the use of the hooks. Okay? Let's look at a couple ways we get there and establish the position. Sometimes we start in that classic backpack control position and our opponent starts to initiate an escape. As he falls to the underhook side, commonly referred to as the weak side, we want to be able to maintain the control position. It's going to look like this. So what we're looking at is staying in the position. This is how we're going to break it down. Okay, so as we're here, we've got the standard backpack position. Our hooks are in. We've got an overhook on this side, an underhook on this side. The overhook is deep, and we bring the wrist all the way into the armpit. The opponent knows that the overhook side is where the danger, the rear naked choke, is held. So he's going to be thinking ahead, try to get to this underhook side in order to initiate an escape. And if we don't keep good tight control and keep our head positioned, he'll be able to start to get out. As he falls to that side, if he clears the hook, we'll initiate control by keeping him tight up front. Take this leg off, plant it on the mat, walk back until we're parallel with our chin on his collarbone. Good tight control in what we call the Superman position. We're going to be hanging out behind him here, just like Superman's cape. From here, we're going to walk him up. So he's in a sitting position. Step up on the underhook side. Push his body forward so his chest is over his belt knot. And it's really hard for him to scoot down and try to escape the position. This gives us good, solid control so we can direct him and maintain this back mount position even without the hooks. Let's talk just a little bit more about controlling that position and maybe some other ways to get there. As we continue to take a look at this, getting there from this escape position, whenever the person drops to the underhook side, clears the hook, they start to escape, we're going to plant the foot, go out to this Superman position, walk them up, put our leg up on the underhook side, keep good tight top control, push the chin forward over the belt so they can't escape, and keep that pressure. Our goal is to put them in a position here to where they've got one solid way to go, dropping to the side of the overhook so we can attack with that rear naked choke. Okay? Not the only way we can get there. We can also, from a knee on stomach position, we're setting up the cross collar choke. We get ready to do it, and he starts to defend. He slides the cover in to block it. We'll release the choke, pull from the collar, come up behind him, go and establish our position. Switch so that we've got our knee on the underhook side, and then lean forward, positioning him to make sure we've got good solid control. And now we're ready to see how he wants us to submit him or to direct him in a couple different ways for even more control. Okay, now as we're looking at the position, let's look at some finishes from here or some upgrades to more superior control. Okay, so once we get here, okay, however we wind up and establish the position, we go to Superman, transition up into this position with him sitting forward, positioning the leg on this side, leaning him forward, breaking the posture. If we need to, and the person's giving us a lot of resistance, we can move this leg into the center and establish control by re-engaging the spine, making it straight so they can't scoot out and try to escape. So from here, we've got this leg up, pressure in this direction. What we want to do is cause them to turn to the overhook side. As soon as they start to turn to the overhook side, now we're going to go ahead and set up the rear naked choke without the hooks, and we'll finish them right here. As we're doing this, sometimes we're here, we've got the position established, they start to grapple and try to free the hands. If there's a lot of resistance here, we'll trap the hand, slide it behind them with the arm weave. Now we make the hook, rotate them to their side, and go ahead and do the rear naked choke from the side position. One other nice piece of this is when we introduce it to the law enforcement and military communities, when the choke may not be as important, or it may actually be kind of restricted. So rather than doing the choke, we're in this backpack position, we're here. Now we're going to transition, use that same arm weave, control the arm, pin it to the body, wrap to the shoulder, bring the arm out and behind the back. Now we'll open this knee up, push them to the ground, and they're on their side. From here, we'll stretch them out and then go to this position of knee on back so that we can establish control for cuffing or restraint and have them controlled face down. One more time. So taking a look at it, knee up on the underhook side, we're here, we capture the arm 2-on-1, pin it to the body, change this arm up to the shoulder, now push forward, bring the arm out and behind the back, step this foot out of the way, rotate him to the ground, now stretch the body out, causing their leg position to change. Move this hand out, knee across the back, making sure it's not on the neck, and then we're going to transition legs across the lower hips, gain control of the hand, and use some of our techniques to get them to give us the other hand. Then we can package them up and send them out. Maybe we want something just a little flashier and maybe a little more sporty to finish. So as we establish the same position, underhook, backpack control, knee up on the underhook side. Now, what we do is as the person's fighting our hands, trying to get free, we'll control the hand, we'll slide to the collar, bring the thumb inside, release this hand, go to the knee, and then switch into this bow and arrow position. Okay? Look at it one more time. Okay? So we're here. Legs up on this side. Control the arm. Thumb in the collar. Release. Grab the pants at the knee on the outside. Switch knees. Bring this one up. Put it behind the head. Sit back. And finish with this bow and arrow choke. Just some options and a little different approach to the back mount, how to control somebody from there, and then some different options to either finish and submit, or if you're in a different profession like law enforcement or military, be able to package them up and take them in.